Ooh, it's hot. What up, people? What up? What up? What up? Good, right? Recording? Yeah. I always have to check whether this thing's on. Got my points out so we can talk. I need a Lambo. Alright, let's talk. I always have to bring almost like a different side of me, because all day I'm not talking, right? All day I'm just in here in my mind, planning, thinking, working. I don't really talk to anyone here in Brampton. Because if you're me and people like me, a persona like me, you don't really get along with a lot of people. Oh, it's not by. I think it's more from choice that I don't like to hang out with a lot of people, because 99% of people waste a lot of time. So I don't, and I'm too goal oriented. And besides that, Brampton's almost empty. So your boy stays. Anyways, yeah. So I have to force to kind of talk, but it's good. It's improving my talking game. It's improving my self-accountability time. I haven't been vlogging on YouTube. As difficult as that is, which is difficult, I'll admit, it's difficult to approach random women at 1 a.m. ask them for an interview. That requires a lot of oomph, energy, courage. And this past weekend I just was like, you know what, Also have happened to see my ex, which kind of put me in a bit of a funk. I talked to a few people about that, you know. It's okay. It's life. It's cool. What am I gonna do? Anyways, but yeah, I guess it triggered a lot of resentment, a little bit of resentment. And when it happened, I kind of just gave myself some time, you know. I just allowed myself to feel the emotion, which is exactly what I would recommend to any man watching this channel, right? You just gotta sit with emotions. Don't ignore them, guys. Men especially, we are taught to almost suppress our emotions, and because of that suppression, there's no outlet, right? So we kind of tend to hold things in. That part of life is absolutely, we don't talk about our emotion. But that being said, guys, if you're listening, you have to still process your emotions out, right? Whether you with your friends, your guy friends, or the gym, whether it's through other activities, you got to process them in any way, right? And one of the things I've been struggling with, and I've been asking myself, how do I not take my baggage from my past relationship trauma into my new, right? How do I do it the right way so that the next one gets all of me, the loving, caring, and strong side of me? Because that's what I want to give. I don't want to take whatever issues I have from my past unresolved. And I do. Yeah. How do I take that and leave that? Leave the baggage at the airport, bro. Anyways, we digress. Just little thoughts. Shout out to my really close friend. You are watching. Thank you for. Okay. Topic of today's video: 3 signs that she's wife material. 3 signs that she's wife material. Cops coming. Bring a seatbelt. Shit. I'm playing dangerous, bro. Yeah, 3 signs she's wife material. The first one is not having a thotty IG. Right. The less thotty photos she has on the gram, the more wife material quality she's portraying. Right, and I speak about qualities that I think the majority of average, if you look at a probability curve, 80%, right? This population will agree to, especially in 2023 with the whole invent of TikTok, social media, Nicki Minaj, twerking, all that jazz, right? Not that I mind those things. Give me all of it. I'll happily enjoy it, but I don't want that as my wife. And I'm sure other guys like Andrew Tate, Myron, Fresh and a lot of guys on good on them. I attend some, not all. Yeah. First one, actually that wasn't. But it relates to. So the point that I had written was she wears age-appropriate clothes. But this is the point was the same. Women tend to love. Yeah, so 2 are related to me in the sense that those not to advertise. Modest clothes. Don't get me wrong. Disclaimer: when you're on the beach with your man, when there's no camera, it's just the 2 of you. The intimacy is there. Feel free to do whatever you want to your man. I want to add that note. If you're a woman watching this, you want to look sexy as fuck. By all means, look sexy as fuck for your man, for his eyes only. don't advertise it to the. That's thottiness. That's real thottiness. And I don't care what any woman says. You know you're advertising yourself. You're just never gonna admit it. Take that with a grain of salt. Second one. She believes in God. This is a big one. And the reason why I think a girl is wife material if she believes in God is because God, believe it or not, God plays a big role in life. It's like that luck, what we call luck. That's essentially you asking the universe that, hey, universe, magically do XYZ for me because I'm a good person, I'm so and so, I've done this. You're essentially asking God. So having faith in God and doing the right thing in the world, because I think that's how you connect with God. Good stuff. You add value to people's life. You add to people's lives. And there's no better way to get closer to God by doing that, right? So having faith in God is really important, and it prevents you from, right? Like I'm pretty sure a woman who believes in God is not sleeping around. I hope not. If you are, and I'm saying God will act as a deterrent. It's good to have faith in God regardless, and whether you're sleeping around, that's totally a personal choice. A woman can believe in God and still sleeping around. That's fine for that woman. Do you, boo? Right? You do you, boo. But I'm saying, as a man looking for Miss Wifey, or a man looking for Miss Wifey, that's something a man would be looking for as a potential trait, a character in his potential wife. And the third and last one is she comes from a nuclear family. There's a statistic that says if they come from a nuclear family, they tend to hold that family together, right? Because she didn't go through that divorce. She didn't come from a broken family. And this might trigger some of you guys, but it's you can even call this an optional trait, because I realize that the family thing is not in one's control. But generally speaking, women who come from nuclear families with a strong, morally rightful father figure in their life, they tend to make really good wives, and it's been proven statistically. So anyways, those are my 3 top signs that she is wife material. It's Monday, we're about to do chest. I didn't feel like doing chest today, or I didn't feel like working out, but you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. There's no off days on the schedule. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm trying to add as much value as I can in the quality as well. Primarily adding a lot. You add value from... Anyways, peace!